So, what can viewers expect to see in today's session of Dungeons & Dragons Dragon of Icespire Peak?
Well, first things first, we start out with encountering this little guy, aka the Ice White Dragon. It is devilish and fiendish and awful. Along with also finally meeting Don-Jon Raskin, although that does not go quite as planned.
Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody, to our third session of Dragon of Icespire Peak. Over here in the northeast quadrant, we have Reed, and in the northwest quadrant, we have Hartmann.
Hola.
Now, it is the day after your little adventure at Nomen Garden. You had stayed the night at Nomen Garden and left in the morning. You have Sork with you.
Alright. Sork's on Reed's back, correct?
Mm-hmm. Now, also, Pickled Pete had bought a couple casks of mushroom wine and borrowed a small hand-pulled cart. He is currently riding on that cart with the wine, which is being pulled by Hartmann. And Reed is standing next to them. You got Sork in a bag. You also have the Devastation Orb amongst your belongings. They also handed y'all a big satchel full of paperwork so that you can take Sork to an appropriate legal authority, such as Lord Neverember of Neverwinter, so that he can be dealt with for his crimes, because they don't really have the facilities at Nomen Garden to deal with murder and what to do with murderers, because that's normally not an issue amongst gnomes. They typically do not hurt each other.
Yeah.
It's not a hard and fast rule, but it's just very rare. So it's roughly about an hour or so before sunset as you're rolling up to the edge of Phandalin.
Well, first thing I want to do real quick is to check my Hercules kit in my backpack.
Everyone needs to roll initiative.
Okay. Pass me like one of the cool ones.
Nice. I got 11.
20.
Oh, you got first initiative. You got second initiative. All right.
Cool.
So, Reed, what exactly are you doing as you're walking up into town?
I set Sork down next to me and I open up, check my Hercules kit.
It's empty.
It's empty?
Everything organic that was inside of it is gone.
So I just have the beakers and...
There's some empty stuff, yeah, but anything that was made of organic material, all your ingredients will have to be recollected.
Hartmann, I lost the ooze. The ooze, it's gone.
How does Hartmann respond to this news? You're pulling this hand cart behind you. Like, see that dwarf up in the picture there? It's kind of like that.
Well,
you're pulling, and Pickled Pete's sitting on the cart with his wine.
What ooze are you talking about? I don't understand.
Do you think it could have anything to do with your dream?
What? I don't know what you're...
The ooze that I take my backpack and the weird dream he had of...
What ooze? My guy doesn't know about
Taking you suddenly by surprise, a dragon flies
yeah.
up from behind, smashes the cart. You're thrown about 10 feet forward and are prone. And it immediately gobbles up Pickled Pete and has him in his mouth and deals immediately enough damage in one blow to effectively end Pickled Pete's life.
What?
And there's wine, shrapnel, and everything flying around. Also, I bought this nice white dragon mini that we just got this morning.
Oh, cool. Is it a white dragon?
That's what a white dragon looks like.
Right,
it's an actual official white dragon mini.
If he's covered... Wait, is the dragon covered in wine?
Not significantly. It just kind of splooshed out around the ground.
What the...
It might have some on its paws. And it's got Pickled Pete in its mouth. And it is you. You do get to go first.
Dude.
I use Entangle.
You're going to cast your Entangle spell?
I'm going to cast my Entangle
Okay,
spell.
what are the exact effects?
Alright, grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square starting from a point within range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground in the area into difficult terrain. A creature in this area, when cast the spell, must succeed in a strength saving throw or be restrained by entangling plants until the spell ends.
Okay.
Up to 1 minute.
My turn?
Not yet.
Okay, your spell save DC. Did you write that down on your spell parts?
I want to see.
What people need to save against?
Let's see. Hit dice.
Should be.
Want to say yes, but it doesn't look like it. Proficiency bonus +2. Could just not.
I gave you that second sheet for magic spells.
Oh, that. Yeah, sorry. Spell save. DC equals 14.
Okay.
I
So,
should have
the
that.
dragon's gonna make a fucking strength savings throw to avoid being entangled by your vines, and he's got a +4 bonus. Does not get an extra for being a whatever class you'd call a young white dragon in terms of what special saving throw bonuses are. Okay. So it's a fat +4 to get over a DC of 14.
Yep.
So I need to roll at least a 10 or the dragon is entangled. The dragon rolled a natural 20.
Well.
Hartmann, you're gonna have to use your action to stand up. There's really not much else you can do.
Really?
Yeah. Because you're prone.
Can I shout an expletive?
Yeah, you can talk all you want. You could pull your weapon up and out. Which weapon you want to have ready as you stand up? You're also are you gonna get your sword ready or your hand crossbow ready as you stand up?
I'm gonna get my crossbow out. I'm not getting anywhere near that thing.
All right.
Can I get my shield and my crossbow out?
There's no reason to have them both. Shields aren't really good for that.
Okay, cool.
So you use your action to stand back up.
Yeah.
I guess we turn you around. You've tried to use Entangle. The dragon ignores y'all and just
Munches on the...
You hear the horrible, sickening, crunching sound of Pickled Pete being chewed to a pulp in this dragon's jaws. Reed, it's your turn.
Give me a moment.
Dang. Dang, bro. Pickled Pete.
I like Pickled Pete.
I liked him too. His name was Pickled Pete. Do you have to rip his
I'm gonna use
sheet in half
Thunder
now?
Wave.
No, not yet. Okay. You're gonna use what?
Thunder
You're
Wave.
gonna cast your Thunder Wave. All right.
The wave of thunder's force sweeps from you to each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't pushed.
Okay, so I need to make a savings throw for the dragon.
And I roll 2d8.
And it said what kind of savings throw? Constitution.
Yep.
And he's got a +7 to Constitution rolls. I gotta beat a 14. You lucked out. He's going to take full damage from this. So roll your damage dice.
4.
4. Okay.
And due to it isn't being saved, it only does half as much and doesn't push.
No, he failed to save. So it takes full damage.
Oh, it's on a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you. On a successful save,
It did not succeed on the save, so you get the failed damage. And I guess you do push it 10 feet back. Its wings catch the draft. So now it's back here.
How far is that? So each one of these squares is 10 feet, right?
5 feet.
5 feet. Yeah.
Alright.
It's well within your weapons
warning.
range
I
right
just
now.
used
In
both
fact,
my
it's possibly
spells.
too close. If you try to unleash some breath weapon on both of y'all, you could be potentially snuffed out instantly. The fact that this adventure module is designed to have y'all encounter a dragon this soon is kind of rough, but hey, that's the rules. That's what the dice rolls.
So it's my turn now?
Yes, you get an action.
I can speak and then perhaps take a shot at him, right?
Things you can do on your turn. You can move up to your speed, you can take one action, you can communicate with speech, gestures, or both, and you can interact with one object.
Alright, establish positions, roll initiative, take turns, get next round. Alright.
No, that doesn't really
All
tell you
right.
the specific breakdown of turn action.
Pardon me. Pardon my French.
Things that you can make a move, or you can use your action to take a double move, and you can just like say fuck this and get as far away as possible, and try to hide somewhere, or you can stand your ground and take a pot shot with your hand crossbow.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna try and take a pot shot, right, real quick.
Okay.
Or maybe I can like step back a bit as I go. So I'm like stepping back.
You can, like I
and
said,
then-
which order you want to do them as. If it's before the conclusion of your turn, it's still be in your range if you like back off.
Yeah, I move about that far back. And
You
then,
can move up to 5 squares.
I'd recommend you hide in some shrubbery. Nothing too crazy, but
basically,
on
I'm
the edge.
running and I want to take a shot at him as I'm running.
Okay, well you've made your move now. Roll to hit. You have to
Alright,
beat an
come on.
armor class of 17.
Man, this isn't gonna
So
go well.
your D20 plus 5 needs to be over 17.
Oh well, I got a +7 attack bonus. So this
For
is
what?
For my hand crossbow.
How is it plus 7?
Because I had an original attack bonus of +5, and then I add 2 because I have the.
No, the proficiency bonus is already factored into that plus 5.
So it's attack bonus plus 5.
Yeah, it's your dexterity plus your proficiency. Your dexterity
Yeah.
doesn't give you a plus.
I've got like +3 dexterity.
Yeah,
right?
and then another plus 2 makes plus 5. Does not make plus 7.
Alright. And so he shoots at this dragon.
I shoot at this dragon.
Yeah,
Get
at
him.
some point.
19.
Hey!
Okay, roll damage for your hand crossbow.
I need the D6. Come on, baby. 4.
Okay.
Dealing out all those 4s.
Mm-hmm.
So scary.
I tried going for his face. I'm trying to get him in the eyeball.
Well, I can always use one
It's
of the
always-
pyrotechnics to blind it,
Yeah, dude.
which I'm probably about to.
I tried nailing him for you.
The dragon hisses at both of y'all in a menacing fashion, and then finishes swallowing Pickled Pete down.
Where'd I get him? Where'd I get him with my little arrow?
And
little bolt?
it just like shot him at like a shoulder blade or something.
Oh man. So it was like it's like a little toothpick.
There's a little arrow stuck in between a couple scales. This thing's got a fucking like you'd be whittling it down for a while if this was a fight to the death.
Okay, so it's one of my arrows. I only got 20 of these
But
things. So.
luckily, the dragon then also, after it swallows Pickled Pete and hisses at y'all, it uses a movement action, leaps up off the ground, and flies over this house. It's in flight over the house.
Why did he pickle Pete?
Because he was hungry and I was the
Vulnerable
smallest,
and
easiest
easy
option.
to get to in the
Probably
in the
smell like
rear.
wine.
Like
He
it flew
smashed all of our wine.
It flew up from behind y'all while you weren't paying attention. As you're coming up on the edge of town.
So I gotta load my crossbow again if I want to shoot it, and that takes an action, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Dang.
You can double check that while he's
Yeah.
Alright, and I can move like...
You can move up to 5
Alright.
until you hit the trees, and then it'll reduce you a little bit because it's difficult terrain.
Oh, 1, 2, 5. And can I still use an attack, right?
Yeah.
Alright. If I use Thorn Whip, to grab it and try to pull it back into the forest.
No, it's just kind of like a hedge of trees.
yeah,
What is
like
the range of Thorn Whip?
30 feet. So
Okay,
5
that's
of these.
fine. Okay, that's enough to just barely like.
Yeah, just
It's
grab it.
also up. It's not just straight across. It's up. I'd say you just barely manage to like lick the tip of its foot or the tip of its tail maybe as it's circling around the house
is
before it takes its action.
Good enough for me.
So,
So-
all right. Your spell attack
1d6
bonus.
piercing damage.
No, but like your
No.
bonus for making spell
14.
attacks. Okay.
Yeah, it's 14.
So that one is just your. No, that's not the DC.
Oh.
But you get a bonus to attack with
Plus
the spell.
6.
Okay. So roll a die 20, add +6, and beat a 17 if you want to be able to catch this motherfucker.
So I just learned something.
8 and 6 is not 14. Yeah, it's not 17. Yeah.
Narrate something cool that happened.
What? What do you mean?
Well, he missed.
Alright.
You whip the fucking thorn thing at him, but it fucking just barely catches as the dragon's circling around this house.
Yeah.
Hartman, it's your turn again.
Okay.
Flops on the
So
ground.
it's just all that it says for loading weapons is that because of the time required to load this weapon, you can fire only one piece of ammunition from it when you use an action, bonus action, or reaction to fire it, regardless of the number of attacks you can normally make. So basically,
It's
doesn't-
an attack, reload, attack, reload, attack, reload.
it's
It's
just
part. It's considered part of the attack action is reloading it. Real
yeah.
quick.
So I have
It doesn't give loading.
Just keep shooting it.
yeah.
Where the fuck?
Just keep shooting it. There's a tree right there, so I could hide beneath the tree. If I
That
wanted
is
to
a
load.
great idea.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd highly recommend it. That's kind of what I'm getting close to doing.
Okay. I want to regroup with Reed in the middle, and I call out to him like,
Okay, so you can't make more than one attack in a round, even if something gives you more than one attack, because it can only fire one per round.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I guess it's considered part of your attack action.
All right.
So the only thing that I have in my hand is my crossbow, and my sword is sheathed, and my shield's on my back. I run over, and I'm trying to run over to Reed. I'm like, hey, beneath the trees, hide. Well, this fucking dragon's like,
Roll, make a dex. You don't have the stealth skill, so make a dexterity check.
Me too.
Just no, just him since he's trying to hide under the trees.
20.
Okay, real cool. You said the dragon's not going to spot you if it tries to cover for you, so you're hiding right now.
sick.
All right, dragon blows frost breath after hovering, flies past the house. There's no more map over there, unfortunately, but there's a small little pasture with some cows and like chickens and little household farm things. It blasts ice down upon a cow, freezing it, and then it picks it up in its front paws and flies off.
Oh man, not the cow.
Even has it on, like freezer.
I got him though. I got 4 D dickle
We
damage.
both got him with 4 damage.
8 damage. We're making our way downtown.
Yep. Unfortunately, it also heals on resting, so
It's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
you'll have to do that. Give me your number cards again. All right. You have both managed to get through your first encounter with the dragon without being killed, largely because I designed the encounter not to do that. But you have lost poor Pickled Pete.
Oh man.
I'm really sad.
Can
about
we
that.
can we check this I mean, this is gonna be the wreckage. Ah! Can we check the wreckage for anything to salvage?
It's been pulped. I mean,
Nothing?
No, it's wine barrels that were completely hit by a dragon. Do you
So it's
expect
just-
It's like if you had a small little fucking wooden crate made on a particle board, and the fattest person you've ever known just jumped on it.
What do you think's gonna
What if they
It
gave
just
us
spewed it out everywhere.
What if they gave us like that one wine barrel that had those 2 dead?
No.
Yeah, I was thinking
It's like,
that.
whoa,
There'd be
two
gnome
more.
guts everywhere, but no, that's not the case. Okay, so we can take this map down.
Wait, really quick. Can we look in there?
It's just someone's farmhouse, and there's probably like a
There's
farmer
still
in there.
people.
You
Can we
don't
talk
need
to
you don't need the map to do any of that though.
Yeah, like.
So anyway, you can reposition your 2 guys. You're right about here.
Okay.
Alright, so this is where the cow got frozen and eaten.
Yeah, dude.
And taken away, not
Okay.
eaten.
Can we go and talk to the
We're so sorry about your cow, man.
so
It's like an older dwarf gentleman, like a semi-retired prospector who's taken on to just like having a little garden and raising dairy cows, and
That's absolutely.
yeah, he's a bit freaked out that a dragon just absconded. In fact, as you find yourselves getting deeper and deeper into town, people are like starting to pop out of their houses from noticing what the fuck just happened. So, what do y'all want to do?
We're still near the farmhouse, right?
Well, like, there's nothing to learn or really say to the guy. He's freaked out that he lost his cow. The end.
But I really want you to say that.
First things first, let's complete our quest.
Okay, yeah.
So let's go
Good point.
to, you said it's midday, right?
No, it's like an hour before sunset.
Hour before
Wow,
sunset?
so-
Alright,
yeah.
let's go to Town Master's Hall
Okay.
and see if we can talk to this guy and just throw him his wizardry hat so we can go get some mail, because that's been a rough couple minutes.
We're so sorry about your cow, man.
So Wester, talking through the little slots in the door that he has, will push a little tray thing out that you can put the wizard's hat in. Is very happy to see that. Asks you what happened with the Dabra at the windmill.
She gave us this letter. Hand him the letter through the slot in the door.
And you can hear him say, "It's like, well, I would have rather her come to town, but
She was very persistent.
I
she said.
can see from what she wrote
Very
here that,
obstinate.
yeah, okay, so we'll have to argue with her some other time about that." You get 50 gold coins
Nice.
for the hats,
We got what we needed, right?
Alright, so split that in half.
and what was his reward?
Yeah, do you want to?
And 25 gold for bringing back a letter from Adabra. So you have 75 gold to split it between
I'll
the
take
two.
25, you take 50, since I have more gold anyways.
Sick. Thanks, bro.
No problem.
All right. And he tells you,
For XP? Any XP?
no,
Okay.
you've already gotten your XP awards, and that was nowhere near what you would call it. You defeated the dragon to earn XP from that. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
the dragon completely just ignored y'all.
Yeah,
Ate your
just wanted
gnome and then
people
ate
to
someone's cow.
That was really sad, really.
That was kind of sad. The poor cow.
I know. Not even Pickle Pete at this point, it's the cow.
Pickle Pete. Pickle Pete. Nobody cares about Pickle Pete.
He was
Respect
an
the
old
little
drunk
man.
anyway.
He died how he wanted to. On an adventure fighting a dragon.
Right.
And where he didn't expect it in the slightest.
Oh man. Yeah, at least it didn't. He just kind of like.
It was quick.
Yeah, it was quick and painless.
Wester thanks you especially for going to Gnomengarden and taking care of the hat thing. Do you mention anything about having Sork and having to deal with that? Oh, I guess we'll assume he picked Sork back up out of his bag after the fight.
Just laying there and
It's still there, back there on the road, like, oh shit,
There's a dragon.
we still have this gnome.
Oh fuck! Sork's still on the road.
Alright, so I quickly hurl back to the road, grab Sork, and run myself back.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright. And we have this little forest gnome who tried to, well, actually murdered 2 other gnomes and then tried to take over the Gnomengarde kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
The hell are we supposed to do with him?
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why they sent him along with you. We have nothing resembling like prison facilities here to deal with treacherous, murderous little people.
So I have
So
a jail cell.
Well,
no, there's no prison. The town doesn't even have a sheriff or a constable. It's just a
We
small
could just
little
build
town.
like a wooden box.
let's ask him if Don-Jon's arrived yet.
Actually, I was going to get around to saying that you do want to go by the end. Don-Jon did finally show up earlier this afternoon.
Oh.
Hell
And
yeah.
was asking about where y'all were, and Verna has been trying to keep him cool about.
Everything.
Yeah.
Could you do an Inverna voice?
No.
Why not?
Alright, let's go to Stonehill Inn. Alright. Thank you, sir. We got our gold. He has his hat. Oh, here you go.
We need to get a girl here to do some like role playing for Inverna, because I feel like she would have a really cool attitude.
She's not a real character. She's a sidekick. Even if we had a
let's
girl
just keep
here,
going.
she wouldn't be playing in Verna.
Alright, so we're at Stonehill Inn.
Yep.
Alright.
And
First
indeed,
things
you see
first.
Inverna down by the bar hanging out with Don-Jon Raskin.
Hey, what's up, Raskin?
First things
Remember
first, I say we all buy a pint
Yes.
for Don-Jon, or not for Don-Jon, for
Pitch in.
Pickle Pete and
Okay.
that cow.
How much that be?
Alright, yeah, how much that
Mug of ale is 4 copper pieces.
All
be?
right.
Alright.
So if you break a silver,
You just
Uh,
keep
so-
tip the
wait,
waiter.
how many?
How
many
many's
people are-
4?
4. So
That'd be 16 copper pieces.
So 2 silver and 4 copper piece change.
Alright, so yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I
Thanks. Bro.
give them all that.
Thanks,
Okay.
bro. Ale on you tonight.
Ale on me for Pickle Pete.
Hey, to the dead.
Speaking of which.
To the dead halfling. Or gnome. Was he a gnome?
Yeah, he was a rock gnome.
A rock gnome. Rock and roll gnome.
And Sork is a forest gnome.
Was he a rock and roll clown?
No.
Wait, so you said it would be a silver piece, or 2 silver pieces?
2 silver pieces, reduce 2 silver pieces and give yourself 4 copper change.
So what does he say?
Well, Don-Jon is thrilled that y'all made it back in town without him having to wait too long on your asses, otherwise he was gonna go up to the mountains to a gold mine on his own. Just
silver to gold ratio.
It's 10 to 10.
I just wanted to
Coppers are a penny, silver's a dime, gold's a dollar.
I'm gonna make tavern music.
No. Well, since we got Mr. Math going on over there, I guess.
Alright, that's all good.
Okay.
Alright.
So,
We drank our ales, we're back at it.
Woo!
while talking and relating your recent adventures to Don-Jon, just to like have him like know what y'all have been up to, he's pretty much ready and burned to just head off right now. He's eager to get to the mine. He doesn't want to wait overnight, but if y'all insist, I guess he'll just go ahead and make himself stay at the stone mill. And anyway, he already paid for a night.
I'd say that we stay, but also I need to talk to him about going to Neverwinter, because I need to figure out either to go there, or maybe I can talk to this guy I know named Falcon.
We're sitting at the bar right now.
Yeah, you're down in the tavern, lower level of the inn. Yeah.
Alright, here, I'm going to flip the map real
Not a lot
quick
of
so I
people,
can
it's
show.
just kind of a really small, kind of
Alright,
rural.
so I can either go all the way up to Neverwinter with Sword, or
There's also a dwarf female hanging out there named Ruby Hammerwhacker. She's also at the bar right now. I developed a little...
You want her to whack your hammer?
Ooh,
I didn't come up with the fucking name, man.
I could make that a thing.
Alright, set that back down. So I can either go up to Neverwinter, which is from Phandalin all the way up over here, or I can look for woods I used to be in. There's this guy named Falcon, right up here. And if I go up there instead, it would probably be a lot easier. I don't have to do all the paperwork and everything, get all that sorted out, and I pretty much just drop him off and be like, alright, I need to go back. Maybe I can even get a horse from him.
And do you want me to just stay back in?
You'd have to do the Don-Jon quest alone.
Basically, he would, for the purposes of, if we split the party, I guess this is the question, is you have, yes, 2 priorities. Don-Jon Raskin is the whole reason you're in town in the first place, and he wants to go and get this mine stuff. He's not going to wait around for y'all to go gallivanting for several days. Going to Neverwinter is minimum a 6-day trip, probably more because the amount of time you'll end up spending in Neverwinter trying to get shit done. Going to Falcon's Lodge is a 4-day trip. So either you just completely just renege on helping Don-Jon at all and go off to take Sork to justice, or you somehow figure to either drag Sork with you to the mine, or find some place in Phandalin that you feel like, well, we're just gonna bundle them up here and keep our fingers crossed nothing bad happens while we're gone. Or you can split the group in 2, and he takes Sork to Neverwinter, or the Falcon Lodge, and while you go off with Don-Jon. Now, the way this will probably end up work is one session we'll deal with the Don-Jon thing, and the next week we'll do the trip to Neverwinter, and we'll probably have him play a new sidekick character to go along while doing the Gold Toad Mine thing, just temporary for the session, and then when we're doing the Neverwinter thing, you'll be portraying Sork.
Alright.
So,
Sounds good.
how do you want, do you want to...
First things first, I want to try to use Charm Person on Sork.
Do you have any spell slots left?
No, but we did just have a beer, so that should give us a short rest,
That's
right?
a short rest, but I think don't you need to go through a long rest to restore all your spells, slots. Short rest is good for if you want to, like, spend a hit dice and recover a few hit points or something.
No, alright.
But,
Well, then, I guess...
let me double check.
Let me think. Alright, do you have any idea, Micah? You want to throw your hat in the ring?
I say well, there's only 2 of us and we're weak as shit. I think we go with Don-Jon. Fuck Sork. He was a side quest.
Well, yeah, but it's also like, what are we going to do with this guy? We can't just let him go. I mean, he was about to pretty much make the equivalent of a nuclear bomb and drop it in a giant gnome town.
We take him with us.
Alright, so...
We gotta keep tabs on him.
Yeah, but... So either I'm going to be carrying him around...
Nah, he's gonna walk.
But he's a little shape-shifting gnome.
We just gotta keep an eye on him. Just gotta keep a rope around his arms, you know what I'm saying?
He's not a shape-shifting gnome. He's a gnome that knows magic, and force gnomes are innately good at illusion type stuff. So
yeah. Even worse.
he's potentially a tricky little trickster.
Well, let's tell him. Let's tell him, hey. We go up to him and we say, hey, we need some help on this.
Tell who?
Okay, it's a Sork.
Sork.
We need some help with this dragon issue. We could use you. At least we think we could use you. Pickle Pete being out of the picture. But...
We want you for a replacement gnome.
Yes. Basically. That's essentially what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
But I want it to be... Let me think real quick.
Alright, I'm just going to say it this way. Either he's going to come with us on the quest,
Or we kill him.
or I'm going to throw him into the woods with a hunter and
So
let him
basically,
take
you
out
want to
the
roll a
rest.
persuasion check, and you want to roll an intimidation check.
Yes.
Okay.
Good cop, bad cop, if you will.
Well, you have better charisma, don't you?
Oh yeah, I have a +1.
How about you try the persuasion, I try the intimidation if it doesn't work?
The intimidation is also a charisma skill, I believe.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so...
Well, I'll go first then. I tell him, listen, you come with us, and you help us out with this mission, we don't turn you in. Sound good?
You're offering to let him off the hook if he helps you just with the gold toe mission.
The gold toe mitt? Fuck no, he's got to all the way through, bro.
All the way through to
All
the end of the
way through
dragon.
end, yeah.
Okay. I'll reduce the DC by 5 for that roll, so you have to beat a 15.
Fucking do it.
Oh! Oh! Natural 20. He fucking talks Sork into joining the party. He knows it's in his own best interest not to be delivered to Neverwinter.
Woo!
And that he, like,
You just saved us so much trouble.
Okay, cool. Alright. Well, I'm gonna have to work up a sheet for him, but you now have Sork as a replacement companion for Pickle Pete.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, you stole Pickle Pete.
Yeah.
Just like scratch out his
Well,
name.
he's got different stats.
Oh no, I meant the little guy. I think you had him.
Well, also, he's not just a fucking... he's a 3rd level spellcaster.
Oh.
So...
Good shit.
Fucking thought about doing this last night, and then I didn't.
I didn't think
No.
Micah would get that 20.
Right? Lucky dice. I got that dragon, too. Like, stuck him with a little toothpick.
Yeah, no, dude. My spells just weren't on point today.
It's okay.
I know I should have just used the Wand of Pyrotechnics. I was really thinking about it. Like,
Hey, you're kicking ass in the Dwarven
Yeah,
temple.
you were, dude.
So...
So maybe I'm just better in an enclosed space.
I think-
not against giant dragons.
If you really need it, like if you really need to make that hit, just go with the pyrotechnics wand. But
Well, but the Pyrotechnics ones doesn't do any damage. It's just a flash of light. It's literally like a little shiny firework.
no, I can't. No, I'm saying no about me. Wand of pyrotechnics. 7 charges.
And you could try to use it after that, but it might explode. It won't do any damage, but it'll explode into a small ball of light.
Okay.
That's so cool, dude. Actually.
While I'm filling this out real quick, figure out what kind of plan y'all want to, like, any things that y'all gonna want to try to do in the morning or before shops close tonight to get prepped for going up to the mine with Raskin. If you do go to the mine, if you do go ahead and do as Raskin does tonight, wants to do, and leave right now, you'd only be able to go about 3 or 4 hours max before you start running the risk of suffering from effects of exhaustion, because you've already been walking a good chunk of the day getting back from
Do you want to just take a rest?
I say we take a rest. Like,
you want the long rest at the hotel. Are you going to stay at the hotel, or are you going to go back to your not quite base yet?
we're gonna go back to our not quite base yet. Make sure Sork stays tied up for the night. We'll start.
That might be kind of breaking your deal. Like, you're going to set him free and he's going to help you, or you're going to keep him prisoner. You can't then just keep him tied up.
One of us doesn't keep an eye on him.
I convinced him.
With the solid 20.
You did, yeah, but your characters don't necessarily know what the players have done with dice rolls, kind of a thing. You know, the characters in the book aren't aware of what the author is doing, kind of shit.
It's just like, all right, so he persuaded me.
And he's a little charmed by you too.
Maybe he was playing along to do. You're like, oh yeah, sure, I'll help y'all out.
He'll remember as like, oh, this person actually charmed me last time.
So he's a little.
Yeah. So he obviously doesn't like me too much, especially since I've been carrying him in a sack for all day.
What does he think about me? Do you think?
Well, you persuaded him, so maybe he has a little bit more faith in you.
Yeah, he hasn't really had any interaction with you, as I recall.
And he likes my accent, I'm assuming. Everybody likes the accent. Everybody likes the Bronislav accent.
And no one else you encounter in this region has that accent, or you've yet to run into anybody who has a naming style as you.
I'm definitely foreign.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm from a special family up in the province.
Your village was destroyed by monsters. Your dad pushed some like lucky family dice in your hand and told you to go run off in the forest. You got lost in the fog, and then you find yourself wandering into Neverwinter and spent a couple years as a street urchin before you got in trouble. And your way out of trouble is to accept this whole mission here to go do Don-Jon Raskin, and that's why you're a fighter now, kind of struggling to
fight. Just get back home. How about that's you know what, things that I should do.
Try to get back home.
Get back to home to motherland.
So we have to look for a mysterious fog or mist.
Okay.
Alright,
well, hang on, like I said, I gotta fucking...
Yeah, you're doing that stuff. I was just thinking, like, since you rest and everything, I get all those back. Still got the one of pyrotechnics. We traded a healing potion, so he has one more. Because
you and I are gonna stick together pretty
hardcore. Because we have Sort coming with us, so I don't even have to go up to Neverwinter or Falcon's place.
Alright, so we're staying at that little kind of trashy...
Yeah, we're staying at... Here, grab that. Okay. We're still...
We already ate. We have our own food and shit, right? We bought it. Let's buy some food. I'm hungry.
We can buy some stuff tomorrow.
Cool.
Because we're already back up here. Had our beers. Came back, you know, respect Pickle Pete. My guy, my legend.
Wait, we have another thing to use a halfling figure for.
He has it.
Nice. Nice. I'm gonna try and, like, get my own mini.
Yeah, you can find them on Amazon. They're pretty cool. You gotta paint a lot of them yourself, which is, like, just part of it.
This is a wood elf druid.
Well, I'm filling this out. I want to check out the glory of...
It's actually ranger.
A really horrifying way to go. Look at those teeth.
It's from Nolzur's Marvelous Miniatures. I just got it this morning. It's only $15.
Are you gonna have to paint it, or is this...
It is unpainted. It could be paintable, but since it's a white dragon, I kind of don't really feel like I need to. Yeah. Also, I'm not into that kind of stuff.
I'm kind of into it. If you want me to, I can put little like blue specks.
I don't want you to fucking ruin it. So no.
I'm not gonna ruin it. I'm good at painting.
Just buy your own. Paint those so you can bring them.
Okay, that's cool. I'll do that.
Because that's what I was planning to do. Because I was gonna buy myself a.
If you want to borrow my brushes and stuff.
Good thing you didn't buy a little gnome miniature.
Yeah. I need it.
Tell me about it. And I was thinking about it because there's this really cool one.
This is really cool, dude.
15, 19.
You should give him red eyes, though. Or like blue.
Blue eyes, since it's a frost dragon.
Blue eyes, white dragon.
Blue eyes, blue tongue.
And some glasses.
Yes. Make it look like Harry Potter.
Like really hipster glasses.
Harry Potter glasses.
And they're on his nose, so they're not practical. And he never closes his mouth.
Okay, well, anyway, so I don't have to spend up too much time doing this. Yeah. In this book, he's got all the spellcaster stats, plus whatever the first and second level additional spells are on the second page for leveling up your sidekicks. And this, there's the basic. Like, he's got his hit points and his attributes written down.
Sick.
And
Saving
as a
throws,
forest gnome,
+1, +4.
he can speak with small beasts, and he's a natural illusionist, so he knows the minor illusion cantrip. On top of whatever other cantrips he's got listed
If
there.
you ask him to
Bolts
do
and light.
things,
He's the attack, not the healer. Because there's two different...
Yeah, spellcasting mage.
Yeah.
Spellcaster, spellcasting ability is intelligence, spell save DC 12 +4 to hit with spell attacks. The spellcaster has following wizard spells prepared. Fire, bolt, and light. And first level spell, 2 slots, 1 is sleep.
But you get 3 slots because you're 3rd level, or he's a 3rd level, and he's got a few extra spells too now.
3rd level, you say?
Uh-huh. Alright, so like I said, is there anything you want to do before bed by, and then when you wake up in the morning, head off to,
Alright, first things first, I want to get that dead raccoon carcass that's been chilling in the corner and just roll that outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we kind of ate that.
I would have assumed that you would have cleaned up after yourselves at your little campsite.
So, is
I
there
would hope so.
any stores open at the moment?
Yeah, it's not dark yet, so all the locations in Phandalin that you could go to, like I said, on this NPC thing, I did make note of the kinds of stuff that the main NPCs in Phandalin know. So in terms of, like, if you want to go get some information on something, you still have all this devastation orb crap on you. Also, you're kind of already getting to a point. Are you going to drag all this shit with you when you go to the mine, or are you going to stash some stuff back here in town?
Hey, can we? Is there any like furniture in the?
No, it's an abandoned,
husk.
rotting old house. It's got like a hole in the roof, and like part of the walls are kind of crumbled and shit.
When Sork's not looking, I confer with him, and I tell him like we need to hide some of the stuff. We can pull up some of the floorboards and like dig a hole.
What I was thinking is getting some of the loose wall material, and we just build like pretty much a little stone sarcophagus to hold all of our stuff in.
I would also suggest, just pure as just game master suggestion, you can hire a hireling, find some local person who's at least somewhat skilled at fighting or something who can watch your place while you're away. It's
So
like
it
5
doesn't get
silver a
robbed.
day.
That would be doable.
You just gotta find somebody.
We could probably do that in the inn. That chick that we passed by last night, the dwarf.
Well, it's not last night yet. Like I
No,
said,
yeah,
this is like
so-
everything you wanted to deal with. You've met Don-Jon Raskin.
Alright, so I say let's go back to the inn real quick and talk to Hammer, another.
Ruby Hammerwhacker?
Hammerwhacker.
She's still there?
Yeah.
Okay, she's still there.
We want to invite her to protect our abode, although crumbling, still nice and pretty. That will give her 5 silver a day, and
Just keep an eye on our stuff.
yeah, just make sure nothing disappears.
Yeah.
You gonna pay me up front for a week at a time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
We'll
so
pay you a little bit in advance.
so 5 silver. That's 10 days, because their weeks are 10 days long. So yeah, that'd be 5 gold coins you hand over to her, and she'll gladly come by and keep an eye on your place while you all are
We
away.
don't plan to be gone for too long. Yeah.
Pay the woman,
All right.
since she had such a
5 gold coins.
hammer felt attraction to her.
Yes, communally.
Come to my house and see what I have to
I
show you.
got 69 gold. Maybe we could.
Speaking of 69.
Okay.
Is there anyone else you want to go talk to before you bed down for the night?
I need to buy another arrow. I need to refresh my. I'm just
Bolts.
gonna. My bolts.
You've lost. What, you fired 1 shot or 2 shot at the dragon.
2
You
shot.
only-
1.
Okay.
I just want to.
Yeah, because you went and hid under the trees on the next round. You didn't shoot again.
How many do you think I could hold in my little quiver?
It's probably a standard quiver. Just got like 20 slots would be my guess. Since that seems to be what they always want to sell them in lots of 20s. So
Yeah,
I'd recommend
that'd
just,
be easy.
it's only 1 arrow.
All right, we'll screw it. And other than that,
You have 19 shots left
Rope.
before you need to buy more.
I'm gonna need rope.
That would be Barthen's provisions.
What other provisions do they sell?
Screw rope.
Like all sorts of anything that's available in the Player's Handbook adventuring gear stuff
let's-
that's less than 25 gold.
Let's go to Lion Shield Coaster. Because let's screw rope. Let's buy some hand shackles.
For the gnome that
Just in case.
Okay, just to keep around.
That's
I
actually a good
believe
idea.
I've seen handcuffs in here, but I'm not sure, so I might have to make that up on the spot.
I'll pitch in for that. Yeah. Pole of collapsing. Like this.
I know. stiff.
Yeah, right. I'm sitting down.
I'm sitting on a stool.
Do you want to trade seats?
That's cool.
Okay. This one actually has a really nice backing to it.
I know, but this one's already warm to my crotch.
That must be kind of like bad. Or...
No, as long as you keep good posture.
Okay.
Which it actually helps me with, because if I have that, I always try to lean back, so I always still have bad posture.
You can get a nice pair of handcuffs with the key.
Hold on to them. You want to hold on to them?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold
For
on.
10 gold at the
10 gold?
Lion's Shield Cotter.
Alright, I will pay 10 gold to get those handcuffs.
Okay, and write that down in your equipment that you have handcuffs.
Yeah, and I pick up some rope. I really want.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Yeah,
You have to go to
rope is
the
still
Parthian's provisions.
rope is still very like useful.
Rope is one of those things that's coming up. You can probably even pick that up from the Lion's Shield Cotter if you don't want to. And that's the one that's run by that woman from the city called Yartar, named Lenine.
Think I can just like grab like 50 feet?
And
That's normally what it's sold in. Back to that page now that I've gone away from it.
And after that, I do want to ask her about the.
1 gold piece for 50 feet of hempen rope, and 10 gold pieces for 50 feet of silk rope.
Silk.
It's lighter, compacts better,
Stronger.
stronger technically.
5 gold.
5 more gold, I think.
Yeah, it's 10 gold for 50 feet of silk rope.
I'll take some silk rope.
Okay, minus 10 gold.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Need a minus gold. It's just free shackles, man.
Lighter.
Alright. And now I want to ask her real quick about the Devastation Orb, if she's ever heard anything about it. No?
Oh, she's,
Completely clueless.
yeah, the Devastation Orb, do you give her any other information beyond, like, that?
It's an old, really ancient item that was once used to be able to destroy even cities.
That's pretty intense stuff. You need to go somewhere that's got proper scholars and library facilities.
Know where we can find anyone of that nature?
Well, almost any big city would have something. Your best bet to be sure you find the right information is if you go down to Candlekeep, but that's south of Baldur's Gate. You'd have to probably book patches on a ship, and you'd take several weeks there and back just to do that. But if there's something to be known in this world, you'd find it at the Library of Candlekeep.
Write that down.
Library of Candle.
Library of Candlekeep.
South of Baldur's Gate.
South of Baldur's Gate. Good to know. Good shit. Good.
But any large city would also have facilities like that. But Candlekeep's like the biggest library in the world.
Can you like censor my expletives? It just seeps out of me.
I do the same thing. It's fine.
Okay, cool. I'm so sorry.
You fucking piece of shit cocksucker.
Alright, Baldur's Keep, right?
Baldur's Gate. Candlekeep, south of Baldur's Gate.
That's what I thought. Alright.
Ship or maybe like make some note of it. You'll have to book passage on a ship because it would take a long ass time to walk there.
Roughly like 2 weeks?
Longer than that.
3 weeks.
It's
What?
like Baldur's Gate is south of Waterdeep, and Waterdeep is south of where y'all are right now. It's several
It's down
zones
there.
down.
Alright, so we got the supplies we needed real quick from her. Just gotta pull a collapsing one of pyrotechnics. Making sure I got everything I need. Alright. Ready when you are?
Alright, so are you going to? So you've got all your business done. You're gonna go sleep.
Yeah,
Go
we're gonna go
sleep.
back to the place. Is the dwarf gonna be there?
No, your
She's gonna start
contractor.
tomorrow?
She'll whenever you're gone, she'll come by and check regularly. She's always gonna go to the theater 24/7 while you're gone. So she'll keep an eye on the place, especially during peak hours, and also check at night and stuff. So.
Alright. Oh, can you hand us the gnome figure so you just have a mental thing
Yeah.
to keep Sork with us?
Yeah, since now you have him.
Sick.
Okay.
Companion.
All right.
Companion. The first one got ate by a dragon. That's actually a pretty funny story.
Well, the first one got eaten by a dragon, so you're here now. Good luck. Alright, so yeah, we go to sleep.
In the middle of the night, you're both awakened. Toblin from the Stonehill Inn has run up to the house. Is like banging on like the shattered door that's hanging off his hinges. It's like, help! We need your help!
Oh, damn it.
Alright,
Sork, get up.
make sure we grab everything. Let's grab Sork by the collar if we got to.
Yeah.
Let's all get up. What's going on? What's happening?
There's a monster at the inn.
At the end?
That Raskin guy, it's attacked your friend Raskin. You need to get down there now.
Damn it.
Let's go. Let's run back to the inn.
Go, Power Ranger!
You get back to the inn, go inside. There's a bunch of people outside. All the guests are like milling around out in front of the entrance. And Verna is not amongst them. You go inside the inn, I assume. Go upstairs to Raskin's room, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Verna is standing outside of his door. She's like looks really pale for a moon elf, and they're typically a little bit more duskier than a lot of the other elves.
Inverna, what happened?
Well, look for yourself. The door's open.
We open up the door. The door's open. We walk in, and
What happens?
Pull that map up.
I completely forgot about that.
Window. This is the door. There's a bed here. And like a dresser. And like a little wash basin. It's just, like bring you some water so you can wash your face and all that kind of shit. Don-Jon is like all melty looking and very dead. And there is an ooze rearing up.
Oh, whoa.
On the end of the bed.
Not this thing.
This thing.
Is it the ochre jelly again?
Yeah. It's half the size that it was.
It's all because you wanted to keep a sample.
Anyway.
Kidding. Alright.
It could be.
No, I mean, where else would it come from? Remember? Because I checked Marvelous Kit and it wasn't there.
Dang. Man, what are we going to do?
Anyway, here in the hallway, there's like... We got
should have prepared the fire arrows.
Should have.
Anyway. Here we got Inverna. How do you want to arrange yourselves as you're in the hallway? And notice you got some pretty cramped spaces there. Oh, I guess everyone roll initiative again.
Alright. There's no way we can fight
4.
this, can we?
There is.
5.
You fought and beat it once before.
And this is a smaller one, too.
What did you get?
I got a 4, he has 5.
It got a 16.
Alright, so it's...
You're 2, you're 3. But until you enter the room, you're not engaged with it.
Alright.
So right now, it's all oozing and
said it's
starting to grow,
surrounding...
seeming to be like feeding off of
Said it was
Inverna
around
biomass.
Don-Jon.
Yeah. It's like oozed up off of him. It seems to have like melted like most of his like flesh and meat off of
Is
his...
he alright?
No, he's dead.
Fuck!
Yeah, he's being devoured by the slime that was
man.
probably camping out under
Do we have any
his bed.
fire?
Don't have any fire.
Dang.
You're gonna burn down the whole fucking inn?
That's a good point.
I'm thinking I might be able to just push it out the window since it's right in front of it.
It's an ooze though, it's so...
It'll get on you.
It'll
And
get-
it's acidic. Might want to keep your distance.
Oh yeah, but
You haven't had a rest. You have 1 spell slot left for first level spells, because you've not had a long
Gotta
rest.
make it worth it, man.
do I?
Yeah, you have 3 since your 2nd level now.
Right.
Not 2. I just double checked that.
Well,
So you have 1, and you can use your cantrips at will, plus you got your pole as a quarterstaff.
I'm still confused. You can walk, you can talk, and you can do 1 action, right?
Yeah, you can make a move, you can take a movement,
Right.
you can
and I
talk
can't
all
use
you
the spell
want.
I've already used,
You-
right?
You can take a really minor action like fiddling with something quickly, and then you can actually take a proper action like an attack. Or you can use that action to make a double move, or to interact with 2 little things. You can switch them around a little bit, but you can't switch them so that you're making more than 1 attack.
Okay.
Unless you have a specific power.
And remember, no slicing damage. We don't need it to start separating.
Okay. I've got piercing.
That works better.
Alright.
Alright, and I can't use the spells I've already used, correct?
And
No, you can use those spells again.
All right.
You don't have the slots available. You only have 1. You can only cast a spell 1 more time.
it's my turn, right?
You will get that first. Are you going to enter the room? Roll for Inverna since she's also involved with this, and roll and fucking egg.
And for
Sork.
Inverna got an 8.
Okay.
And Sork's are gonna be the black one.
alright, just roll it. That's racist, but just roll it.
Shut up. Sork got a 6.
Okay, so Sork is the number 2.
Okay,
Here's
Sork's
that's
number 2.
yours.
Go Sork.
And what did you roll for Inverna?
I got an 8 for her.
Actually, no, she's number 2.
Right.
Sork is number 3.
Hoping
Thinking.
Vernon doesn't.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Keep that with that. Then Sork would be number 3, so you keep him with that. So then you'd have Hartmann as number 4, and you
number
act
5.
5th. Okay. So anyway, Ooze is just being an ooze. Next in order is number 2 would be Inverna. What do you have Inverna do? She's got her longsword drawn.
Oh, longsword? Inverna, I actually want to warn her because I don't want her to get hurt from before. I'm kind of like one of those
And not to
shores.
mention, if she uses her longsword, we'll have multiple.
Yes,
kills.
Inverna, don't slice at it. I just tell her something along the lines of that, like just something to get her away from it.
Tell her.
Like, be
Like
careful.
I said, she's not near it. She's outside the door of it right now.
Does she have any?
Like I said, this is
Yeah.
her.
Hold on, Verna's. Let me see your character sheet.
That's all I say.
Alright, I recommend she takes a longbow.
The piercing damage.
Yeah, because it does make it to where it doesn't go crazy.
And she's encountered this before, so she kind of has an idea.
She has a.
She, I mean, you
Previous-
fought. She was with you when you fought it the first time. So, but also considering a longbow in this environment, she's just gonna have to be standing in the doorway, firing arrows into the room, and hopefully not hitting any of y'all if you'll try to crowd in there and fight it.
Can I toss her my handbow? My hand.
You
Well,
could.
Yeah, then what would you be using?
But I
Don't you have some of the small darts?
have the darts. Yeah,
The short sword is
And a
not
short
a
sword.
is a short sword a slashing weapon?
Piercing.
I'm pretty sure.
it's piercing. Yeah.
Is piercing?
Yeah.
Okay, because you stab with it. Oh,
Yeah.
let's double check that just for my own sake. Yeah. But okay, so anyway, are you gonna have her attack? What the fuck are you gonna have her do?
Just skip. I can use thorn up to pull it through the doorway.
We'll have her.
Just back.
Tell her to back up. Yeah, and she backs up. And prepare her bow if she could.
Okay,
Yeah.
she's just gonna take a ready action and not do anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
just
All right,
seize
number
her bow.
2 is Sork, right?
Sork. Yeah.
Yep. Sork is going to use
What's
a
he got?
spell.
Yeah, he's got 3 spell slots and a bunch of spells, but unfortunately you're gonna need a player's handbook for his spells because they're arcane.
That would be handy.
So,
He has first level and second level.
like I said, there's for mage, and then also on this next page
Yeah. And
down there in the corner.
Spellcaster gains 1 first level slot. Spellcaster also learns another first level spell. Shield of Faith if it's healer, or just shield if it's a mage.
Okay, so he has shield you can use, and then the ones on the front, the main.
Yeah. Which is Cure Wounds. Oh, sorry. Firebolt, Light, and Sleep.
Okay. I believe light just creates a light.
Yeah.
Firebolt creates a bolt of fire, and sleep puts things to sleep. So what do you want to have him do?
Firebolt. Firebolt sounds great.
So he's gonna have to move. Is he going to go in the room, or is he just gonna stand in
He's
front
going
of
to
the door?
stand pretty much in the doorway, but as far back as possible.
Okay.
So he's got a good 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet
Fire
away.
bolt, correct?
Yes.
Oh, it's a cantrip, so you can use it over and over again too.
Sweet.
Okay, so
Now I know what
he
he's gonna
needs
be doing.
he needs to roll his spell attack.
Which is...
It'll tell you what his spell attack bonus is.
DC 12 plus
That's
4.
that's the
yeah.
save. His
Um,
attack. It would be in there. Are you gonna let me see it?
Sorry, it's... Hit points 2d8.
I've already determined it's it.
Ah!
Everything. Drop it.
Riveting entertainment, only available on King Waspinator.
Side music brought to you by Mikey.
Yeah. Here, I got the flute. Let's do some waiting room music.
Perfect.
+4 to hit with spell attacks. Okay.
Alright. And so...
You need to hit. You need to just beat an 8 because Ochre Jelly doesn't really have that high of a fucking AC. It's not at all armored and it's gooey. So 8 to hit it with a fireball. It does not get any immunities or resistance.
16.
16.
Woo!
All right, you hit it. Poof! Fireball strikes it. Roll damage for firebolt. Then I put that. Where is it? Firebolt does 1d10 fire damage.
Dang.
1d10.
Dude, we could end this.
That's right. Where is it?
So you can just do 2.
Find the fucking proper
Yeah,
encounter.
that's it right there. That'll work.
Whatever.
That's titanium.
Yeah, it just doesn't have single. So 2.
2.
Does 2 damage.
2 damage.
All right.
Hell yeah.
You've knocked it from 23 to 21 hit points.
Mwahaha.
All right, who's third up?
It looks like you, buddy.
No.
Yep.
No, Sork was 3rd, I'm 6th.
Oh.
Okay, I'm 4th.
So, yeah, that's him.
Alright, so
Because Yoku Jelly was supposed to be
I run
first.
in, after the
Yeah.
fireball, I run in heroically, and I want to end this quickly. And I use my my class feat, and when I run in, I take a shot at it, and then I go at it with my sword.
What class feat?
I got a class feat that says once in between rests, I get 2 different actions.
Oh yeah, action surge.
Yeah.
But you're gonna use both your offhand crossbow.
Yep, and my sword. It's a...
Mikey.
Huh?
I'm gonna be
That's
trying
dual
to
wielding. That's like a ranger thing. So
I
you
can-
can make more than one action with, but you can't switch your weapons out like that. You're not a
I was
dual
always
wielder.
like that.
What
You're not
I
a dual
what I'd
wielder.
But
Reckon-
that's the point of it.
That's a specific feature.
Okay,
Mikey,
well,
not
never
anyone
mind.
can do
what I'd
wield.
recommend is you stay in the hallway, take your shot,
Okay, cool.
and
I get in front of Sork.
Y'all are all gonna start getting in each other's fucking way badly
yeah.
though.
Yeah, we are.
no, I'm gonna be doing.
And what
something
does more
for reason.
damage?
They will do the same damage.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, they both do the same damage.
All right. Just you need to choose one.
I'll do the.
But you can make multiple attacks with the same thing. You can't.
Like you need to
With
shoot
your
arrows.
weapons. Yeah, that's dual
Just
wielding.
shoot bolt. Two.
You can't shoot more than once with your hand bow. So if you want to take your 2 actions, I guess you're going to have to do the short sword. We just looked that up about the bolt throwers.
Alright, you can like run
They
in
have a
there,
rate
just,
of
like,
fire
try to
limit.
stay to the side because I'm gonna be trying to pull it out in a sec. So like you can run in, like be right here.
You have enough movement. You can run, stab it, and then like finish your move to like
Get out of the way.
stab, go, like, run, and stab it as you're moving this way towards the corner or towards the dresser, however you want to play that.
Jump on the bed.
I wouldn't, because it's like stick with sticky acid melted Raskin bones right now. So.
Ooh, that's kind of traumatized me.
And like the end of the bed that the ooze is on, like has that weird chemical burned look to it, where it's blackened and melty, and like melted
Metal
plastic.
I
and
could
shit.
just slip right in and give it a couple pot shots with the bow, with the
No, you
dart.
can do-
You
like,
can't shoot more
can-
than once, even with your action surge. There's a loading fire rate
Could
limit
you-
on the handbow. If you want to use your action surge, you're gonna have to use 2 sword attacks.
Okay, I see. Well, I just take a shot at it with the bow. I knock Sork out of the way, like I hit him on the head and knock him on the ground.
Knock him over.
Because I'm a dick. And then I shoot my bow into the guy. I shoot my crossbow into the guy.
I don't think you can move another player.
No?
That makes this more complicated than necessary. You get in front of Sork and you shoot. Okay, so roll to attack and beat an 8.
Okay.
And 20.
20.
All right, so you do double damage for a critical hit. So
Oh my-
roll your damage.
I hope I don't get a 1.
No,
I
it's
swear, if I get a 1. Come on, baby.
6. So 12 points of damage.
just- Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so it's down to 9.
Alright.
Now after him, who was
No,
never
I
done
don't
to
know
you.
why I have that.
Oh, that's what's confusing.
Well, how does it
Yeah.
just shoot into him and like go through him? Or
Yeah,
does it like
Just punctures into his
Yeah,
joints.
yeah, but like it
hits like one little spot? And
sticks in the window, or it lodges in it, but it like hit like the gooey core mass of its cellular structure, kind of thing. Think of it like a big
Part.
giant amoeba or
It lets out an
something.
amoebic screech.
And it doesn't make any noise. There's just this
Alright.
kind of like sound as the arrow enters it.
Okay, so my turn.
Yeah. You get one first level spell you can use.
Yeah, which none seem to be too helpful right now. I could use Thunder Wave, but I don't quite know what might happen with that. It could spot it on the wall, shoot it out the window, or just make it get absolutely everywhere.
And also fuck up the room.
Yeah, well, it's already kind of slimed and...
Yeah, the
burnt
bed will
a
have to
little
be
bit.
replaced, but like, still.
Oh, we had a gnome shooting fireballs in there, I'm sure.
No,
that's helpful.
Don-Jon.
But they didn't miss, so the fire didn't hit anything else.
Alright,
Don-Jon. If we had only left earlier.
Everything's based down to the choices you're presented with and what you choose to do. Everything's got repercussions.
Alright, so I go in front of the door. Actually, can I use Thornwood from right here?
Around the corner, no. You can't even see him right now. You need to at least have some sort of line of sight.
Oh, this is problematic now. Alright,
And then even then, like, you're not going to really want to pull it anywhere, are you?
I was originally going to pull it into here so we'd all have a better way of attacking it, but now
Surround it.
now I have everyone standing in my way. So alright. I'm going to use... Can't work. I'm going to use Goodberry. Oh wait, I don't have a spring mistletoe.
Yeah, all your ingredients have been eaten, so...
Yeah.
By the jelly you're fighting. That's
Damn
why it's able
jelly.
to come back to life. It had access to healing things.
You have, you don't have the one part, do you?
I do, but all it does is shine a light at it.
It's like a flashlight.
Pretty much. Alright,
There you go.
I guess I'm just gonna, still use Thorn Whip.
But just not yank it, but to
just
strike.
Yeah, just to attack it.
Okay.
It's 1d6 piercing damage.
Okay. Roll to beat a plus. Well, roll to beat an AC 8.
8.
Alright, so even, no matter what, you'll attack it. Okay, roll your damage.
3.
Alright. The jelly moves to the person who's standing in the fucking door and is going to use a pseudopod swipe. What's your AC there?
AC is 11.
7 and 4 is 11.
Oh man.
It just barely manages to make contact with you for 2d6 plus 2 bludgeoning damage.
Call that just barely.
11 and 2. 13 points of damage bludgeoning. And 1 point of acid damage. So you take a total of 12 hit point damage.
Alright, so I'm at 4.
Dang. This thing's deadly, bro.
Tell me about it.
Okay.
Alright,
Number 2 would be Inverna.
so we're all kind of lined up in the hallway. I don't
All right.
know what really
She can't really make it in, can't she?
She
cannot
could
cover-
force.
She has her longbow ready.
She can force her way past. I mean, it costs movement to move through an occupied square, but it's like with your allied, so you'd let her squeeze in. Like if you had her basically move here, she could strike at it with her sword.
She has her longbow ready though.
Yeah, but it's like
But if she can make that shot,
if she moves over here, she can make the shot.
okay. She moves over, lines up her shot, and then just lets it fly.
Okay.
All
Roll
right.
for her attack to beat a AC of 8.
It's actually dang. She's actually her bow is pretty cool. She has an attack bonus of +6.
Sweet. 11.
All right. Roll damage.
Okay, and that's 1d8 plus 1. Come on, baby.
1.
That's 2.
2 damage.
Oh, lovely.
Okay. Now I believe it's your turn.
Okay. No, it's Sork.
Sork. Who is behind everyone.
But he could also move to the side and cast something past y'all.
Actually, I might make him use a healing spell.
Yeah.
He only has he doesn't have
Basic.
he's not a healer, he's mage.
I know.
And I don't believe they have any healing things.
Actually, I might make him use sleep. Yeah, I'm gonna make him use sleep, which is
I'm gonna walk up a bit.
yeah.
He walks up.
Well, he doesn't really gotta walk up.
No?
He's using a spell.
Okay.
Yeah, it's within range. You don't have to like touch the thing. Let's see what sleep does.
Fall, you giant slime, into a deep, deep sleep where you ate all my freaking herbs.
Yeah, it's got a 90-foot range. The spell sends a creature into a magical slumber. Roll 5 to 8. The total is how many hit points the creatures the spell can affect.
5 die 8.
Oh no! Well, that's like to cast it on multiple people.
All right. So die 8.
No, hang on.
We just need to get away from this thing. Because I'm at 4 hit points. I can't take another hit.
Sorry, Nate. I might not. Oh, hey, someone texted me.
It's immune.
Ah, butterscotch.
Hope you're still coming in.
So
D&D. It good.
fizzled out. Like he cast it, the spell worked, but he and like Sork himself yells out like, "It's not that kind of creature. It doesn't have a nervous system."
I can't go to sleep.
It doesn't have a nervous system.
I can't sleep.
All right.
It's just a living bag of ass. Okay, now it's Hartmann.
All right. I use
You're
my.
like,
I have my sword out, right?
you can use your free action to switch out your weapons.
Okay. I get my sword out, shling, and then I come up and I do 2 swipes to try and finish off the jelly.
Swipes or pokes?
Pokes.
Good call.
Shock.
Okay.
Shock. It's only piercing damage. So.
Can he like come up right next to me?
Yeah, I guess you'll have to move. Otherwise, you'll have to use you could have used your free action to push him out of the way, possibly, but instead you're switching your fucking weapons out. So yeah, if you move over here and jab into him real quick, make 1 attack roll. First stab.
This.
They're both 20.
This.
Yeah, just pick
This
one.
is the one I've been using. Got 18. See what I mean?
All right, cool. Roll damage.
Okay. Got my D6. 2. Can I use that?
You have defeated the ochre jelly.
Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah, and he just puddles.
And for defeating the ochre jelly, you get the inspiration point.
Yeah.
At some point, you can spend your inspiration point to gain advantage on a roll, which means you get to roll 2 dice and take the better result.
Hell yeah.
We lost Don-Jon.
And it's still the middle of the night. You'd have to start over with your long rest.
Wait,
and the hotel's in an uproar.
Can we investigate the room real quick?
It's a hotel room.
I already know what happened.
I know, but like anything weird, like any Don-Jon Raskin, he's
very melted and dead.
Is
yeah.
there anything he left in the room, like a sack or anything?
There's like some personal like documents, like investing him in with the power of being the new overseer of the mine when he gets there. Just in terms of being able to show the people there the paperwork that hey, I'm in charge now, signed by Lord Neverember.
His hat. Does he have his hat?
Yeah, he was asleep, so he did not have his hat on. It's like him and his clothes. He's got like some travel luggage.
Let's take his hat.
Let's say he's got an explorer's pack, and everything that comes in an explorer's pack is there.
I just want his hat. I think it's important to know, like, if we go up to someone and we're like, yeah, he's dead.
Well, we can take all the documents proving who he was.
That'd be very important.
And you could probably get Wester to note that yes, he's
ochre
dead.
jelly.
He got ochre jellied to death.
Let's not tell people that
Ochre
we're the
jelly
ones that
didn't
brought
sleep.
the ochre jelly into town.
Yeah, let's take another sample. Take another sample.
All right. So
We're burning it.
we're going to take a little break here and have some commercial announcements, and we'll be right back after this word from our sponsors. Okay, welcome back. So, here's our situation. Our intrepid heroes decided to spend the night in town before heading out to go to the Mountain Toes gold mine. And unfortunately, by doing so, Don-Jon Raskin, the whole reason they're here in town in the first place, is now dead. So,
Rest in peace, Don-Jon.
you've taken his hat as proof, you've grabbed his explorer's pack, and his paperwork.
I wouldn't say I'm intrepid.
Now what?
Alright,
Confer with Inverna.
confer with Inverna and make sure she's
Inverna.
okay.
Yeah.
And due to Don-Jon Raskin's not here anymore, I guess she'll be accompanying us.
Hey, baby.
She thinks, we need to go back to Neverwinter to report back to the consortium and get a new overseer assigned. That's what she wants to do. But you might also want to talk to Hartmann Wester and see what he has to say. But it's the middle of the night, so you'd have to go to his house and hope he wakes up and all that kind of shit. Or wait till the morning. Also, y'all do need to complete your long rest, because right now you've completely exhausted your spell slots.
Hey, can I beg?
Also, you need to heal because you're.
I'm on like 4 health.
Yeah.
Can I make a roll real quick just to see if I can get with one of the ladies in the inn?
No.
Okay.
Alright.
It's not that kind of town. Like,
Okay,
there's no
let's-
loose women around here. It's a bunch
Damn.
of families.
Alright,
Okay.
let's don't do that.
I'm flirt with
All right.
the local inhabitants.
We're going back to the guy's house. Let's bang on his door till he wakes up. I don't care how upset he's gonna be. We need to let him know that an ooze has just infiltrated his livelihood.
Yeah.
Alright, so Harbor's Wester's home. We all go there and we're like, hey,
Okay, you bang on the door for a bit. He opens the slot. See, it's y'all. He grumbles, and he actually opens the door so that y'all can step inside since it's so late. It's like, I don't need any dragons attacking us. Just get in here undercover. What the hell are you waking me up for?
Don-Jon Raskin was killed by an ooze that has somehow managed to infiltrate Stonehill Inn.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope.
How are we gonna secure that damn gold mine with Don-Jon's dead? Damn it!
We recovered some of the documents that were in his keep or in his room.
Well, that's great. I mean, I can make my own documents. I mean, I have stamps and official seals and all that kind of stuff.
Do we need him as alive? Did we really need him?
We needed him as a new overseer to get that mine back in order, because we've not been getting any gold or pretty much any word for them for weeks now.
So we need an overseer.
Let's ask Inverna if she would like to do it.
I'm not
As
sure.
at least a part-time overseer.
Inverna does not like that idea. As I said, she'd rather go back to Neverwinter, but Hartmann Wester does like that idea of just going ahead and just installing her as the overseer and have y'all take her there. So,
Well, let's talk with her. What does she say?
Why does she not want to? Does she just want to make sure it's official?
because she's employed by the proper consortium, she's not a direct employee of Wester. Wester is also an employee of the consortium, and she'd rather go back and answer to her bosses because she doesn't, want to get in trouble or any of that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Also, she's a troubleshooter. She goes around,
Fixing
helps, that needs people who are skilled at fighting to do that kind of trouble.
It's more of her deal, yeah.
So, hanging out at a mine and monitoring paperwork and making sure a bunch of miners are, filling their quotas isn't exactly top on her priority. So, I guess y'all need to decide, before we wrap this up, whether or not you're going to go along with what Inverna wants to do, which is to make the trek back to Neverwinter, or are you going to do what Wester wants to do and just go to the mine and make Inverna the new overseer and help her get the mine back under control?
I like Inverna. I don't like Sork.
I say
Let's fuck Sork.
let's go to Neverwinter all together.
Yeah?
To where we can drop like intimidate Sork a little bit, drop him off, and we're like, hey, so we have to come here anyways. If you act up at all, we will instantly put you in jail for the crimes you've committed.
We have the paperwork to
and
prove it.
guard. Yeah, we already have the paperwork and everything. And
And you're still gonna help us, and your name isn't Sork when we're there. It's some other...
Sorak.
Sorak. Perfect. Undercover.
So yes,
Forest gnome.
we're gonna be going to Neverwinter.
Okay.
All the party.
I'm gonna write that on his character sheet that his undercover name is Sorak, so we don't forget.
You'll be fine. I guess he's his sidekick for now, since
Okay.
if you're gonna go,
Inverna's my sidekick.
yeah, and since you're going to Neverwinter, she remains your sidekick. Because if you go to the Gold Toad mine to install her as the overseer,
She's
then
not gonna dick.
then she's just going to be graduated over to an NPC and won't be a sidekick anymore.
But
What-
also
what-
she'd be very
What's the
unhappy.
relationship between Hartmann and in
There is no relationship.
No, not like a romantic,
just-
but like just
just
like
working
She's,
together.
she's coldly professional so far.
Okay,
She
okay.
doesn't take very much interest in either of y'all's personal
I'm
stuff.
not saying romantically. I just want.
I'm just saying, like, she's
she
just
doesn't
here.
care about us.
Yeah,
she's here for the mission.
So I shouldn't care. Well,
She's loyal to the consortium. She's
Alright.
loyal to her bosses. She's loyal to Lord Neverember.
okay. Good to know.
And y'all are just a couple of hirelings for one job. You're not like on staff the way she is. So you're
Alright.
not even really employed by the consortium the same way. You're just a couple of people, some extra muscle.
Dope.
But yes, so I say we go to Neverwinter, or start our track to Neverwinter
All right.
after we collect some more supplies and all that stuff. But we could do that after a rest, because it's been a long day. Let's tell Harbin Wester that we're sorry about Don-Jon, and we're not going to directly go to the coal mine just yet. It's going to be roughly a week, maybe even 2 weeks. But we're going to go to Neverwinter, get the person that actually knows how to run it properly, and not just throw Verna there, because she could just run it to ruin. So yeah, fun.
That's a good ending. I
Alright.
think that's a good wrap.
Before anything else, you need to split up 450 experience points between Sork and Verna and both your characters.
So 450 divided by
4.
Oh, that's easy.
Cellular device. Brick of calculator.
100 and
450 divided by 4.
12.
450 divided by 4.
112.
It's 112.5.
Okay,
So-
round down. So 112 experience on everybody. So write 112 for Sork, 112 for your characters, 112 for Inverna.
No.
Can I put it on the back?
Wherever you have your experience being written down. All right, that's Inverna's.
Mhm.
All right, so she's not quite second level yet.
Dang.
That's one thing about trying to keep your companions around and with you, though, is so that they can level up at the same rate. Otherwise, if you're leaving them behind or having them go do separate tasks and they miss out on encounters, they'll get further and further behind you.
What happened to my pen? So,
I don't know.
All my stuff's been over here. Got it.
Okay.
It's laying on the ground.
All right. Well, I think that should be about a wrap here. I guess.
Would you like to play a song of your people?
Yes, everyone, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit like and subscribe
my damn flute.
for more of this quality, fantastic content from all of us here at Team Waspinator.
that shit.
Dun, 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 dun.